Hey guys, welcome to Southern Gal True Crime, where we cover missing persons, unsolved cold cases, and more. And today I have a missing person cold case that I wanted to share with you, try to get some information out regarding Anthony Ross Allen. This is an Arkansas case. He was from Arkansas, but the last reported sightings of Anthony were in Oklahoma. The police did go to Oklahoma and interview some witnesses who said that they saw Anthony. I don't think that they were able to totally confirm the sightings, but I wanted to go ahead and include them because if they are true, then it's good information to have relevant to finding Anthony, trying to find Anthony. This information I'm going to bring to you first is from the CharleyProject.org. Anthony went missing on October 1st, 1978. He was from Fort Smith, Arkansas, and he is considered endangered missing. He is a white male. He was born on February 7th, 1962, so if he were alive today, he would be about 61 years old. He was 16 years old when he went missing. He was 6'1" to 6'2", and about 135 pounds. He was last seen wearing a Western-style shirt and Levi's jeans. He has brown hair, brown eyes. His nickname is Tony. He has a small mole underneath his left eye near his nose, a cyst on his calf, and water on his knee. And just some details of Anthony's disappearance. He was a sophomore at Southside High School when he was last seen in October of 1978. He left his mother's Fort Smith, Arkansas home to go live with friends in Cedarville, Arkansas. According to his friends, about 3 months later, Anthony and a friend went to his friend's uncle's house in Hartshorn or McAllister, Oklahoma. When the uncle found out the police were looking for the boys, he asked them to leave. I guess he didn't want to get involved in anything they might have going on. Anthony and his friend then moved in with another man in the area who had a reputation for sheltering transients and runaways. Police stopped by the man's home about an unrelated matter, but Anthony thought that they had come to pick him up, so when he saw them, he got out of there, took off. Police were later unable to confirm that Anthony had ever been in Oklahoma. He may have traveled back to Fort Smith again sometime afterwards, and he has never been heard from or seen again. Anthony's case was originally classified as a runaway as he was a very independent teenager, periodically dropped in and out of sight. He always came home. However, in the previous cases, he had never been gone for very long, and he always kept in touch with his family. In 1980, the Fort Smith Police Department reclassified his case as a missing persons case, and now they do believe foul play is suspected in his disappearance. That is the basic information on Anthony, and I wanted to, if I can find it on my tablet, I found this article from McAllisternews.com. If it will come up, come on. Everything is being slow today just because I'm in a hurry. All right. McAllisternews.com, where they interviewed Anthony's sister and one of the detectives that originally worked on the case. Now, this article is from 2014, so it's several years old, but I just wanted to highlight some comments that Anthony's sister had made about Anthony regarding his personality and what he was like. So, even after 27 years, Laura Hood still misses her brother Tony. And that's always the most important parts of these cases, of course, the victims, but also the victims' families and loved ones that they left behind who are looking for the missing persons, and just they want to have some closure, or, well, the ideal resolution would be to find the missing person safe. But that's not always the case. So if they can't find their loved one, at least he'll bring them some closure about what may have happened to them. Okay, so Laura Hood, who is Tony's brother, says he was always friendly, very outgoing, and just a lot of fun to be around. He was anything a girl could want from a brother. That statement hit me because I have 2 younger brothers, and if anything ever happened to either one of them, I don't know what I would do. I would search until I found answers, is what I would do. But emotionally, it would just be very, very hard. Miss Hood goes on to say, in late 1978, he was basically classified as a runaway. At the time, he had left his house, but his family had a good idea where he was. Some information came in from his old friends that Tony had places to stay in Hartshorn, Oklahoma. They said he had been in the area from late 1978 to early 1979. His friends' relatives lived there. I'm assuming that's the uncle that they refer to in the basic information I gave you. The uncle had some kids about the same age as Tony and his friends. We believe he was last seen staying with an elderly black man in the Hartshorn area. We think the man had horses or ponies on his property. If his name had been run someplace else, he would have come up as a runaway. And Miss Hood says, we couldn't find anything. I'm sorry, this is the Detective Holland that was one of the original detectives on the case. Says, we couldn't find anything, but anything from late 1978 to 1994. If there was any activity, we have no way to know for sure, because his case was never, or he was entered as a runaway and not a missing person. And to make matters worse, it says the original files on Anthony were destroyed in a 1996 tornado. Any Fort Smith files were in a storage building that didn't make it. There wasn't a missing persons case because he was considered a runaway. Detective Hood says something trivial to anybody out there that may have information may seem trivial to the person, but that may be the piece of the puzzle that they need to help solve the case. Anything and everything I can get is important. Detective Hood says, I'm looking for a 43-year-old man, but the reality of it is I'm still looking for a 16-year-old kid. I just want to find him, and if he's safe, reunite him with his family. And in 2014, it says a $10,000 reward is offered for information leading to the location of Allen. Let me go back to Charley Project, because that's where I forgot to give you the phone number for the Fort Smith Police Department. If you have any information regarding Mr. Anthony's disappearance, you can call Fort Smith Police Department at 479-709-5129 or 479-709-5100. So that is the information on Anthony Ross Allen, again. So if you have any information, I'm sure you could probably contact Arkansas State Police or the Fort Smith Police Department. Like I said, any little bit of information, no matter how trivial it seems, is always important in these, especially cold cases. So please do call if you have any information. Thanks for watching. Please like and share this video to help get the information out. If you like the content that we have here on the channel, before you leave, please subscribe, hit the bell so you get notifications of when we upload new content. Like and share our videos. Most importantly, I can't emphasize this enough, our missing persons and cold case features. That is the most important thing that I want to try to do here, do a little small part in trying to get the information out about these cases. Everybody take care, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.